a Francisco Goya-inspired Baroque decaying skeleton holding like its human self. And then like it's also decomposing and turning into flowers.
What?
This is my first tattoo.
That's his first tattoo?
First tattoo.
Not only is the tattoo a literal nightmare in this style, but he's never been tattooed before!
This week, we're testing your fundamentals. Every year, thousands of people are getting their first tattoos. Tattoo virgins offer plenty of clean skin, but they're not always the easiest clients. Today, you'll be giving a virgin their first tattoo.
Why do we have to tattoo virgin skin? It is by far the worst thing. You might get somebody to just say, I can't do this anymore. And I'm gone because of a client.
What you want?
A picture of a realistic place where everything is made out of bacon.
This guy's crazy. You want something that is just so far-fetched. God, please in heaven, don't let that fall in my lap.
Sarah.
And of course, Jesse assigns me bacon. Jesse, this sucks.
So you want a city made of bacon?
Yes.
My human canvas wants this big back piece.
Upper back, right?
Yep.
All right, so we're only gonna have about 6 hours with what to work.
Yeah.
I don't wanna bite off something and leave you with something half finished.
A back piece is not feasibly accomplished in 6 hours. There's a lot of detail, and I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to finish.
The elimination tattoo today, we are looking for the cleanest, most solid, fundamental, quality tattoos.
That's gonna fit sick.
Yeah.
These canvases are sensitive because they're first timers, they're virgins. That's the gray area. Because some of the tattoos these clients want are a nightmare.
My canvas looks like he's about to pass out. Don't worry, you're all right. If he passes out, I am screwed. I'm gonna wait until you feel better. With how much that I've gotten done, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. When you're kind of stressing out so much, your body kind of goes into shock. It's basically the precursor to passing out. I've got to finish this tattoo. There's no way in hell I'm going home on this. Yeah, if you do start feeling cold and clammy again like that, tell me immediately. If I hadn't stopped right there, you would have been on the floor.
10 minutes, guys.
I'm frustrated and struggling. Let's see what we can do. I don't want to show the judges an unfinished piece of work. I know they want to see something crisp, clean, and done.
You just keep sitting still. You're taking this like a champ.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
At least I finished.
This tattoo will definitely show that I have a strong fundamental background because a lesser artist would not even be able to think about pulling this off.
Welcome, artists. This was the judges' first chance to see what you can do on real, live skin. This week, your elimination tattoo was giving a virgin their first ink. We were testing your fundamentals. Sarah.
My problem with it is that if you didn't tell me that this was bacon, I wouldn't know what to say. This is a tough one. A lot of the light colors aren't solid. A lot of the shading on the exterior under the bridge is just kind
I
of...
would just like a little bit more than 6 hours.
There's time limits on every tattoo you do. This is gonna be a big issue.
This week, we're testing gradation.
Gradation is going from super dark to super light and having a nice smooth transition in between.
There is no better test of gradation than a black and gray tattoo.
I'm known for bold color tattoos, not my black and gray work. This is gonna be tough.
If your blacks aren't dark enough to smoothly transition to light tones, you will not achieve gradation, and your tattoo will end up a gray, unreadable mess.
If you don't have that gradation, everything just looks the same.
Today, while you design and tattoo your canvas, Tommy will also design and tattoo at the same time.
That's crazy.
In critique, your tattoos will be directly compared to Tommy's tattoo.
Tommy Montoya is ridiculously talented. I am panicking.
And you must tattoo one of the most iconic black and gray images. Christ on the cross.
Jesus is such a recognizable image. Any mistakes are gonna be seen from a mile away. The room for error just got smaller.
I want the cross going just straight down the back. Ominous clouds around it, and tribal that says Tetelestai.
What?
And a torn curtain representing the torn veil.
Well, why don't we throw in the kitchen sink, too?
This guy wants frogs, toads, helicopters. Just get the Jesus and call it a day. Isn't Jesus Christ enough?
And what's the longest you sat for a tattoo?
I ain't got none.
All right, we got a virgin.
What?
He doesn't have any.
Mark could throw me the hardest canvas of the day, and my tattoo's still gonna be better than his.
Not gonna move it off your ribs?
No. I'm gonna rock whatever tattoo is thrown at me.
The guy wanted a spaceship, a hamburger. What the hell?
Here we go.
Clean rock 1.
I got the tattoo virgin. Bring it on. We only have 6 hours to do this. What were the other things you mentioned?
Curtains on the outskirt, tribal outline of the word Tetelestai. I wanted that on my shoulders above the ominous clouds.
Just this tattoo alone is gonna take 6 hours. This guy doesn't have any tattoos, and he wants the whole kitchen sink in one tattoo. I'm not afraid of any kind of challenge at all, but you want a 40-hour tattoo in 6. 19 years of experience under my belt leads up to this moment right now.
It's a black and white Jesus
for
on the
sure,
cross.
for sure. But I don't want to shoot my own foot. If I don't put my money where my mouth is, I could be out of this competition.
The other thing that I was thinking about wanting was tribal on the top of my shoulders. The bottom, I was already thinking of something else.
I picked the tattoo virgin just for Clean. This guy knows nothing about tattoos and wants 10,000 things in this design. Clean tries to get into my head, now it's my turn to get into his head.
I'm all for giving you exactly what you want, but what you want isn't possible.
Knew it. You guys are BFFs now, aren't you?
Did you know that he wants a tribal going from shoulder blade to shoulder blade?
Sounds awesome.
Do you feel that I could do a Jesus on a cross and a huge tribal going across his whole entire shoulder blades in 6 hours?
In this competition, there's nothing that you can't do.
It's true.
You're unstoppable.
It's true.
You're an incredible force here.
True.
Nobody can touch you, right?
True.
So why don't you take on the challenge?
Well, because I'm not gonna shoot my foot and start a tattoo that I can't finish.
All right, you have 6 hours to create a tattoo that can hold its own against Tommy Montoya's. And your time starts now.
First tattoo.
Whoever.
I got you, man.
Having Tommy tattoo head-to-head with these artists is really gonna put the pressure on. These artists are gonna have to put out a really high-quality tattoo to even stand anywhere close to Tommy's.
I feel I'm very versatile. I can adapt to any style. Mark tried to knock me down with this tattoo. It's not gonna happen. This is where experience speaks. I might not know how to do much, but I do know how to tattoo. There ain't no stopping me. Tell me what you think.
For the first time in this competition, Clean needs to be worried about going home. The most important part of a Jesus tattoo is the face, and Clean royally messed this thing up. I made him take off a super clean cape and prove that he has flaws.
Today you had to show smooth gradation by tattooing head-to-head with our guest judge, black and gray expert, Tommy Montoya. Clean. The face, man, what happened there?
It's Jesus on a cross in pain.
You kept it real with me, so I owe you the same respect. The face, it sucks, bro. Right now, Jesus is looking like a Muppet, man. But you're lucky because everything else is badass. The gradation in all the body, it's soft, you know, and nice. I like how you did some outline on the arms and the wrists so that it separates it from the cross. It's a good tat, man.
Just looking at the richness of the two blacks, comparing them side by side, Tommy's black is really, really black. And if you look at yours, it doesn't show as packed and solid. And that's the difference.
We are here to determine who had the worst tattoo of the day.
This is my tattoo. My artist is Clean Rock 1.
I'm not crazy about his facial expression. His mouth looked like it's just wide open, like.
I think it would be a lot better if it didn't have all that black in the back.
Yeah,
it's
too much.
I think this one's better than Emily's tattoo.
Emily's is less defined, whereas Clean's is overly defined. Between the two of those, whose was the worst? I would have to say Clean. Do we all agree?
Yes.
Today you had to show smooth gradation by tattooing Christ on a cross in black and gray. Clean, Mark, Emily, and Chris. Any one of you could be justifiably eliminated. Clean, you're here because the human canvas jury determined that you had the worst tattoo of the day.
That sucks. I know I bombed the face a little bit, and I tried to make my canvas as happy as possible.
I do agree that, honestly, you have one of the worst faces of the day.
There's no excuses. I'm embarrassed.
Today, you must create a fine art tattoo. Interesting. From Cubism to Impressionism to Renaissance oil paintings, these famous art styles have some of the most recognizable techniques in the world.
That's all you, girl.
This is what I do at home all the time. This is my wheelhouse.
Duplicating a painting on skin? It's all gonna be fucking hard.
Damn. The first time that I competed, I was eliminated on the fine art challenge.
I'm familiar with this painting, and I'm not entirely sure if I would know what this is if I was standing next to her. Oh, God.
That's a tall ask.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Chaos.
But that is not all.
Of course it's not. I was hoping I'd never hear that again.
We're testing creativity. Just replicating a famous work of art would be way too easy for you guys.
I mean, I don't think so, but...
This week, your canvases all want a tattoo done in a fine art style.
Oh.
It's up to you to take their ideas and capture the look and feel of some of the greatest fine art masters of all time.
Damn. That might be harder.
This is a doozy.
harder.
We gotta take these canvases' crazy-ass idea and try to paint it like the legends of the fine art world, not with a paintbrush, but with a tattoo machine.
If your tattoo doesn't look like one of the legends of the fine art world painted it, you will be packing your machine.
A Francisco Goya-inspired Baroque decaying skeleton holding like its human self. And then like it's also decomposing and turning into flowers. What? This is my first tattoo.
That's his first tattoo?
First tattoo.
Not only is the tattoo a literal nightmare in this style, but he's never been tattooed before!
Damn, this one's crazy.
Katie.
Hello. You guys are firing at poor Katie. They're always firing shots at me.
It's a compliment.
She's too good.
Team Pawn definitely hit their targets. He gave me the toughest ask of the room.
Good luck. I'll check
Do you
up on
mean it? Do you mean good luck?
I do. I mean, I don't want anyone to do a bad tattoo.
I'm gonna give it 110%. Let's fucking go.
I mean, you could dial it back down to like 109, 108, but you know.
Pawn totally screwed me over with this canvas. Creepy, sinister imagery, and that's very different than what I tattoo back home.
Katie's guy there. Look at him. Look at that guy. He's not having a good time.
Sorry, my leg moved.
Well, you're doing really good.
I cannot believe that I'm trying a new technique with the hopes that it looks like a painting.
Oh, yeah.
I am a little worried about how much dark, heavy colors are in the tattoo because all of Goya's paintings are pretty dark and heavy.
You're doing really good.
I'm hoping the risk pays off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. No more ink.
Woo! Literally up to the very last second.
That's so cool. That's one of the best tats I've ever seen in my life.
Thanks for sitting so well.
Today, you had to prove your creativity tattooing in a fine art style. Let's see how you did. Katie, your canvas wanted a Francisco Goya-inspired piece.
I have always hated this painting. It makes me feel bad. He's eating a sun.
It's disgusting. This painting makes me feel bad. The tattoo doesn't make me feel great either. It's missing richness.
Everything looks kind of dead and cold in there. When you have the black so solid, it's almost like you're suffocating me.
I can't get past how unappealing this tattoo is.
The judges have decided the 3 artists in the bottom are Katie, Holly,
I can't breathe.
Indiana.
Oh, wow.
Katie, you were set up to fail. But unfortunately, that is part of this competition.
It was the toughest ask in the room. I did want to show you a different style.
All that black wrapped around all that mess, this is competition suicide.
All right, guys, it's time to determine who's going home.
I would say Katie. You did not pull this off.
I really did try to do something that was creatively different
So when you
for
look
me.
at that, you feel like it's a success?
No, not by any means.
I know you guys don't like it, but I still think it's a better tattoo.
Which one?
Katie's. I do think that his work is dark and messy. I think as much as Katie's has problems, so does Deanna's.
I'm picking one on which one is more readable because to me, they're both lacking the fundamental idea.
The problems in Deanna's tattoo shouldn't be problems at this level of the competition.
I see more confidence in Deanna's tattoo than I see in Katie's tattoo.
I think you guys are being super generous with the saturation issues.
If you're gonna do a Picasso, it's gotta be wall to wall.
There's not a single color that's packed properly, not one. You can see skin tone through every single one of those colors.
Not everyone could do the Goya, but I feel like you could have taken Deanna's tattoo and given it to anyone in this room, and it would have had better technical application.
It comes down to fundamentals, and the things that are wrong with Deanna's are more basic fundamentals. And my vote is for Deanna.
My vote is for Deanna.
My vote is for Deanna.
Katie, don't disappoint me.
I'll step it up and I will not let you down, I promise.